Good evening, team. Our victory. Here I am. This is going to be my last time broadcasting to you guys and chatting with you in Miami as a resident. So I am like sitting on a box right now. I don't even know what I'm doing, but I am here with you tonight. This is my favorite night of the week. I love getting to grow together as a team. I love getting to connect once a week, just us here in this little chat room together. So I'm going to start because we are now in August. I'm going to start with some August announcements. And then I'm going to get into the meat and potatoes and the content of what we're doing tonight. So first things first, make sure I look at my notes so I don't miss something. But August announcements, we know we are in Team Cup month. If you are not on a Team Cup for the month of August, that's okay. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't sell anything or you shouldn't try to get any Success Club points. Of course, you're still working towards any sort of Success Club, whether it's 5 or 10 or even just getting on the scoreboard this month. Whatever is working for you is what, whatever goals you've set, that's what I want you to work towards, regardless of a Team Cup or not. But Team Cup is Beachbody's way of just kind of getting a team together, allowing them to work towards a common goal, and just trying to have a little bit of fun in the process of hitting Success Club, working together. So if you're on the official Team Our Victory Team Cup Rock Stars group, then I can't wait to see where we go this month. And just because the month has started and maybe you haven't done anything yet, that doesn't mean that's how it's going to end. So you have to remember that we have the entire month. So bit by bit, piece by piece, we will get there together. This month with Team Cup, we've got the Size Challenge Pack on sale, and we've got the Size Kickstart on sale. So the normal challenge pack of Size was normally $160. It's $140 in August. And the Size Kickstart, which comes with a 3-day refresh, normally $205. This month it's $180. There's also the 3-day refresh challenge pack on promotion, which is normally $160. And this month in August, it's $140. So that one, particularly that one, I know maybe some of you guys are thinking, I don't know anybody who wants to do Size. I think I'm struggling honestly with, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I'm struggling with people thinking that it's not for them, that they're not a dancer and so they're not going to have fun with this one, or they want a real workout, So I either have the people who they're not dancers so they don't want to do it, or they want something that's going to like get them, a 6-pack abs and bust up some biceps. So keep talking about Size, keep promoting it, and the more it gets popular, the more people start doing it, the more then it catches on. So we'll get there. But with the 3-day refresh, there's something really special about that this month, because imagine we're getting to the end of summer. Kids are starting to flood back to school. I saw some school districts are already back. And by the end of this month, most kids are already back in school, if not like really close to that Labor Day weekend where they're going to be back into school. So this is when people are looking to get back into their routine. This month might be a little difficult for some people because maybe they've spent all their money on vacation all summer. And so now they're just trying to save up money and pay for the kids to get new school clothes and just get their school supplies and things like that. College students, you're getting back to school, so it's time to kind of lock that money and you got to use that money in other ways. So I understand that right now is a time of saving for a lot of people, but people have spent the whole summer indulging. They've drank way too much. They've ate way too much barbecue, partied all the time. Like there's so many reasons why somebody would need to jumpstart and kickstart a health routine. And if they don't have time right now because the schedule's just so busy with back to school and just all that stuff, getting back into the, the groove of that. Let them know they don't need to start a workout right now to see results. They can do the 3-day refresh, 3 days, just stick to this meal plan, do your Shakeology for a month, and you're going to feel better come September. And then come September, when you start your fall back into fitness groups and things like that, for those people looking for that routine, those customers who did the 3-day refresh are going to be prime candidates for your next challenge group, because they've already kind of detoxed their body from the summer and they're ready to now kickstart and jumpstart into that fitness routine come the fall. So that one's a great one to promote. But again, remember, when we're promoting these things, the best way to promote is through a personal story. And I can't stress it enough. So if you just go on Facebook and you slap up 3-day refresh, $140, get it now, I guarantee you might get you might get some sales. Yeah, prove me wrong. But you're not building relationships with people. And it's when you truly are building relationships with people that you're going to have lifelong customers. You're going to have those people that are going to come back to you time and time again, and they're going to build this trust with you that you just can't break. So keep that in mind, please. If you have never done the 3-day refresh, maybe this is a good time for you to try it at the end of the summer and kind of get yourself getting back into the groove of, that fall routine again. So let's talk about Team Cup. What does Team Cup mean? Well, obviously it's the same thing. You still have your 2 Success Club points for your challenge packs sold. So you're going to get those 2 points, and that's going to go directly to Team Cup. If you do a Shakeology Home Direct, that's 1 point. And there's a bonus this month. If any of your clients add on a Beachbody Performance line or a Beachbody Boost, a Shakeology Boost, one of the Focus Energy or the Digestive Health or the mixed greens, the super greens, if they add that to their order, to their challenge pack, that's an additional Success Club point for this month for Team Cup purposes. Okay, Team Cup prizes. So tier 1 prize, selfie stick, super cool, right? We all want a selfie stick. So you got a Beachbody selfie stick. Tier 2 prize is a size hat. And a tier 3 prize is size workout gear. There's a men's outfit and there's a women's outfit. And if you don't know what these tier prizes look like or how many points you need to get to these tier prizes, go and check out in your Coach Online office all of the FAQs about Team Cup so that you can kind of see the breakdown of the points. I don't want to take too much time tonight to talk about that. My personal prizes this month, if you hit SC5, you will get a $10 Amazon gift card from me and personal development. We're going to talk about that tonight a little bit. It would be a great use for personal development. And if you hit SC10, $20. I'm going to double it, $20 Amazon gift card. So if you're not even in Team Cup this month, you still have a reason to be hitting Success Club because there's still prizes at hand, even if you're not part of a Team Cup. So let's get out there. Let's make August great. You know what I'm saying, team? Why not? Why not make this our month? Why not start now? Let's talk tonight about the difference makers. So I've got 5 difference makers in this business. And these are 5 difference makers that I would say in my personal business, they've made all the difference. Hence the name difference makers. They've made such a difference. Now, each one of these, and the first one I'm going to get to, it kind of brushes, this word brushes on all this, but you have to understand that all 5 of these have to be done consistently over a long period of time. Differences happen when you show people that you're serious about something. A lot of people might be watching you on your weight loss journey or just on your coaching journey. Depends on why you signed to be a coach. If you signed to be a coach because you want the discount on the products and all of that, that's great. Maybe you're sharing about Shakeology or you're sharing about your 21-day fix journey and people are taking notice and they are asking questions. That happens. That totally happens to a discount coach. And you might make a sale here and a sale there, but you're really you love the products and you want the discount on your merchandise. That's great. This is still important for discount coaches because this consistency over a long period of time, it directly reflects back into your fitness journey. As a discount coach, I would imagine your goals are more fitness and health related. They're more centered on yourself and they're more centered on what you can do to continue your journey forward, get in the best shape of your life, and just keep going, right? So discount coaches, your goals are more health, fitness, personal driven. If you're more of like a hobby coach or you're really trying to build a business out of this, these 5 difference makers have to be utilized every day to push your business forward. And when I say every day, I mean every day. And I mean that you're going to get out of your comfort zone. And I'm telling you that you're going to grow as a human being. And I'm telling you that all of a sudden you're going to look up after working hard every day, and there's going to come days where you feel like it's not paying off. But there's going to come a day where you look up and you're like, wow, that made a difference. So tonight I'm giving you the difference makers in your Beachbody business. These are the things that consistently done over time are just going to totally snowball your business, whether your business is your health and fitness right now, or if your business is about getting other people to find their own personal health and fitness journey. Whatever business it is right now, this applies to you. So first difference maker tonight is consistency. Now, I know I said everything needs to be consistent, but let's talk about consistency because there's two areas of consistency that I want to kind of brush upon. There's consistency in your social media posting. We talk about that often as coaches, that you can't be kind of here today, gone tomorrow, and then I'm back in a week, and then I took a month off, and then I come back a month later, and I'm kind of here, I'm kind of there. You're going to lose people. You're really just going to lose people. And it's tough. It's really tough to gain somebody in a following and to really build credibility if you're not there daily. So it's really important if you're trying to build a business, if you're really trying to build followers, and maybe challenge groups are things you want to run in the future, or you're looking to, venture out and start getting some clients. Well, you've got to start. It starts with the consistency on social media, because that's when eyes start to open and people start to watch you and say, ooh, she is doing something totally different. She looks different. She looks good. I want to look like that. And that's when people start kind of like flipping around like, okay, wait, hold on. What are you doing and how can I do that? And once they come to you with that, you know you got them. You know you've been consistent because they've been watching you and they see that whatever you're doing over this period of time, it must be working. Another type of consistency is in your business behaviors. So posting on social media is totally a business behavior, but let's talk about other business behaviors like inviting people to your challenge groups, making new connections and forming new relationships so that you always have a growing list of people. Other business behaviors would include your personal development and getting on team calls like this one, listening to national wake-up calls if you can't get on live and trying to make that a priority in your week, scheduling that in, connecting with your upline coach, reaching out to your downline coach and seeing if they need help, talking to your customers, whether you've spoken to them recently or if you haven't talked to them in a long time and you feel like maybe they dropped off, reaching out and talking to all of your customers and making sure that you still maintain that coach relationship with them. Those are business behaviors. Other business behaviors would include promoting challenge groups, getting people enrolled into your challenge groups, showing people how to navigate the online office or the online or your personal website so that they can place orders, getting on the phone with people if they're going to place orders, or texting them and talking them through the steps. Those are all business behaviors. You have to be consistent with them. So anything that I just mentioned, if you I did a challenge group 1 month, but then I didn't do it the next month because nobody wanted to be in it, so I just forget it. I'm not going to do one. And then a couple months went by, and then I did another challenge group. That's not consistent business behavior. And so once you commit and you say, I'm going to consistently work my business, all business behaviors that I'm supposed to do, I'm going to be consistent with, you're going to see a definite difference in your business. If your business, again, is building that following and it's on your own health and fitness journey, it is imperative that you're posting every day on social media. So that consistency in your posting is really, really crucial too. You don't want to become white noise with your posting. You don't always want to post with the same kind of we have our brands, you know what I mean? But we don't always want to just only post the same thing all the time, because then we just kind of become white noise to people. So make sure that within your brand that you do have a nice variety of things you're posting and that you're really trying to practice kind of that 80-20 rule where you're giving them 80% and then 20% of the time you're asking for something. Okay, number 2, difference maker, personal development. And this is one of the 3 vital behaviors. I mean, invite, prove the product works, personal development. And this one is a serious difference maker. It's huge. It's so huge. And I think that this is one that's very easy to just say, I'm not going to do that one because I don't have time. I got to invite people. I got to talk to people. I got to post on social media and I got to do all that stuff. I got to be present, right? And I got to get in my workout and I have my other job and I got my kids and I have to make dinner and I get it. I totally get it. I so get busy. I get it. But I'm going to tell you, when you lay down at night, rather than watching that last television show, or maybe during commercials, maybe you love your television program and you have to watch it. On the commercials, mute it, read your book. Show comes back on, watch the show, get back in your book on the commercial. There's ways to fit it in while you're driving around, putting on a podcast or listening to an audio on, I say on tape, but it's not even on tape, right? It's like, what do you even call that now? I'm so old. Anyway, I just felt really old, but you know what I mean? You can listen to audiobooks, right? And podcasts and things like that on your drive to work. Maybe if you have the type of work environment where you could put in headphones and listen to something if you're not really dealing with anybody at that moment, or maybe you can play something like you're allowed to play soft music. Maybe you can play a soft podcast, things like that. So personal development is so huge. Now there's a couple types of personal development. I'm trying in this webinar tonight to really show you that this isn't just about building a business, but this is about your own health journey too, and about you growing as a human being. So if you're trying to push your business forward, there's personal development that can do that. Getting in the Coach Online Office and looking in that success tab and reading through news and training and really getting in-depth knowledge on what it takes to get to the next place you want to be in this business, that's personal development for this business. Reading something like GoPro by Eric Warr, or The Compound Effect, or The Entrepreneurial Roller Coaster. Those are really great ones for this business, for when those times get rough. The Slight Edge, that's a great one. When times get rough and you just need that like push of like that, somebody needs to know how I'm feeling right now. Because sometimes in network marketing, it can kind of feel like no one understands how I feel. Like when you are at your low, you're at your low. And when you're at your high, you're at your high. But it just sometimes feels really lonely. And so you've got to understand that there are people that have walked that path before. And there's so many books out there that kind of talk through those times, those highs, those lows, those in-betweens, and what you can do to continue to advance yourself forward in the business. If you're just trying to push yourself to be healthier and happier and maybe just a better person, you just want to push towards your goals. Maybe that's something you're struggling with right now. Well, the difference maker is going to be personal development. And I've got books to suggest to you. I've got books to suggest to you. One that comes to mind, Push by Chalene Johnson. It's a 30-day book. Each day is broken down. And so it's like a chapter each day. And that book is great because it's all about goal setting. And it's a little bit fitness and health related, but you can apply the way she teaches you how to set goals. You can apply it to truly any situation in your life where you're trying to set a goal and create a vision for that. So that's a great, great resource. You Are a Badass. It's an awesome book. It's like Girl Power 101. Girl Boss, that book, Girl Boss. Again, more like empowering books that just make you like, yeah, I can do this. So one of the biggest difference makers for me was personal development. Because when I joined Beachbody because I was reaching out for help in the sense that I wasn't happy with where I had laid the ground of my life in terms of relationships and just kind of in terms of what I allowed, the boundaries I set, and just what was acceptable behavior for myself, what was acceptable for behavior for other people to treat me with, and just kind of like those people I surrounded myself with, and just, it was all in that. And the thing is, I wouldn't have, and I haven't completely figured it all out yet at all, but I'm growing and I'm learning. And the difference has been personal development. On those days when it feels tough, I open a book. On the moments when I think I can't do this anymore, I look for a podcast that's talking about what I'm going through. I reach out to personal development, and that seriously has made all the difference. So, personal development. If you need any other recommendations, if you read all those already and you want more, by all means, send me a message and I will let you know my entire playlist of personal development. But man, oh man, is it a difference maker. All right, guys, number 3 tonight of the difference makers, Beachbody programs. And I'm sitting here today, like I will raise my hand. I am like a total, what would you call it? Not a victim, but I'm at fault. I'm totally at fault for this because when I first started Beachbody, I was running avidly, and I still run. I love running, and I train for races, and that happens. And when I train for races, I kind of have to put the programs to the side. But here's the deal. If you never have done a program, or you've never talked about your journey of a program, you got to go there, and you got to start there. You have to get into a program. I don't just mean do one workout and post about it. I mean, my business transformed when I finally cut like the junk, and I finally like allowed myself to transform. I did 21 day, I did Insanity before I became a coach. So that was a mild transformation, but that one wasn't really documented via like Beachbody coaching. And then I did not do, I got T25, but I really didn't even take it out of the box for a long time because I was running. And that's, to me, that's what I did. I ran. So I don't have time for this Beachbody stuff. This is nonsense. I mean, I really didn't, it's not that I didn't believe in it, but I mean, I'm going to be honest, I didn't believe in it at the time because I was running and I was doing my own thing. So I got 21 Day Fix and I did that. And that was fun. That was okay. And I felt good. And then I did, T25 and I started seeing some results. And so I was like, oh, this stuff is kind of cool. And I did PiYo, not really full out. And I didn't really get all the way through the entire program. I kind of gave up. And so that one wasn't really a transformation. And then after last summer, I got home and I got Chalene Extreme. I ordered Chalene Extreme and it transformed my body in ways that I'd never, ever, ever seen before. People like, oh my gosh, I was shocked at my progress. And it's the first time that I'd ever seen progress like that. And it changed not only the game for my business, but it changed the game for me. Like that's when the switch, was flipped. And I thought to myself, wow, like this really works. There's really something to sticking to these programs and really going for it. And I was so happy that I documented my journey throughout that because that was a difference maker. Be proof that these products aren't a scam because you know what? A lot of people feel like they are because they're infomercials. I mean, I'm not going to lie. When I see something that's an infomercial late at night on TV, it kind of looks sleazy to me. I mean, that's just me. Maybe it's not you, but it's not sleazy at all. It's just the time slot that they're given. And it's just what it is. But infomercials get a bad rap in that sense. And we as Beachbody coaches have to do a better job of trying to kind of get rid of that feeling of like ickiness and let people know that like, this is real. Like this isn't just that person that was on TV that got airbrushed. Like they weren't airbrushed. Look at me. I didn't airbrush my body. So you've got to show them like that look at me kind of thing. It adds value. It just adds value because they see the work you put in, they see your journey. And it just, like I said in the beginning, it's when people start to turn their face, start to turn heads and say, wait a second, what are you doing? And so you've got to add value to these products. It's going to draw people, entice people to want to try them themselves. Okay. Number 4, authenticity in your story. We talk about this all the time, like sharing, don't sell, things like that. But listen, guys, you've got to share the real you. You've got to be authentic to you. And I know it can be scary. Oh my gosh, I know it can be scary. I mean, there's been so many times where hitting send was just really scary. I mean, I even did a friend request, I think 2 days ago, and hitting send for a friend request. Like, who cares? Like, they don't friend me, whatever. I was like so nervous about this friend request, people. Like, seriously, it still happens. Things are scary about this business, but you have to be real because you never know who out there needs to hear your story. I heard something really cool the other day from Chalene Johnson. I was listening to a podcast of hers, and she said something that's been like a success for her in her business, in all of her businesses and endeavors that she does, and something that she really has to hone in on when she's like trying to perfect her craft and come up with the next thing is she always has to look at herself 3 steps ago. So she looks at like, where was I before I figured that out? So like, let's say, I've figured out my fitness routine, but where was I right before I figured that out? Who was I? And I want to speak to that person. I want to let that person know that I know what it's like. When people see your success and they see your journey, it depends on the situation, but sometimes they might not be able to connect to it because they don't feel like you went through what they are going through. We all want to be made to feel like you understand us, right? Like you get me. And so in order to find your lifers, now not everybody's going to get you. I'm going to throw that out there. Your story is going to go out there and there's going to be people that don't get your story. There's going to be people that don't care about your story. And it's just inevitable because there's people's stories out there that you don't really care for, right? So, we can't all think that we're going to like save everybody, but it's important that you reach out to that person that's like you, that lifer, that person that you were before you figured out how to do this. So I think it's important when you're sharing that authentic story is, yeah, I want you to give your journey, but your journey shouldn't be this like you should be a step ahead so that person who's here is looking at you and saying, I want to get right there. How do I get right there? I'm right here. And I know she used to be right here, but how do I get to that? So it's important that you go back on things and reflect of how you were and how you got to where you are now. So people can kind of connect with that story a little bit. It's imperative that we don't just like, when I say be real, I don't mean like go on social media and just, you're having a bad day today, so you just have this like terrible day. No, go on social media and make a lesson out of it and talk about, okay, I didn't feel like working out today and I did it anyway because I remember when I used to not feel like working out and then I wouldn't. And this is what I do instead. And then this is how I'd feel afterwards. Have you ever been there? And you draw them in like that. You let them know that like, yeah, man, I get you. I know what you're going through. I know what it's like, but come with me because I have figured out how to overcome that. And so your story, as you're teaching and telling this authentically real story of who you are, because there's only one of you. There's only one of you. I can't be you and you can't be me. So you gotta like shout that from the rooftops. But in that storytelling, you gotta invite people to come with you who aren't quite there yet. Does that make sense? I hope so. It's going to make such a difference in your business. Last tip number 5, the biggest difference maker of all. So pen and paper out. If you haven't been taking notes this whole time, first of all, I need to like smack you around a little bit. But seriously, get notes out now. I need you to draw a circle for me. In your circle, cut it into 4 equal parts. Just make a T. Okay? In that circle is a Beachbody coach. Okay? That's what that circle is, a Beachbody coach. So I'm going to give you some quadrants of what Beachbody coaches have. Okay? In the top left, why don't you do me a favor and write 24 hours. We all have 24 hours in a day. No one was graced with 25. Poor old Susie Q over there wasn't only given 23. We all have the same 24 hours in a day, okay? Next to it, in the top right, products. Amazing products. Write it. Every person who is a Beachbody coach sells the same amazing products. The top coach was not given this like secret, super, super awesome product that no one's allowed to know about that she sells everyone. And that's how she gets her Success Club. That's not true. They don't save the great products for the great coaches and then the lowly products for the lowly coaches. No, everyone has the same amazing products and the same sales, the same everything. Okay. Bottom right. So we just went below amazing products. Tools and training. Every Beachbody coach in the organization has access to an amazing online resource of tools and training. If you haven't gone into your Coach Online office and gone into the news and training and gone down to training in the training tab and clicked through, click through all of them. If you're a regular level coach right now, you don't need to just click on the coach. If you want to be an emerald, I would get myself into that emerald tab and I would read what it takes to act like an emerald. And if I want to be diamond one day, I would get into that diamond tab and I would start seeing what are some behaviors that diamond coaches do. And if I aspire to even higher, then I would do that. I would read through all of them. It's so important. If I was a diamond coach, I would read what a coach should be doing so that every time I bring a new coach on board, I'm training them on the things that are super important for them. So it doesn't matter where you are in this business, the training and the tools are there for you, whatever level you're at. So everybody has those 3 things: 24 hours in a day, amazing products, tools and training. Now, in this last quadrant here on the bottom left, I want you to write me, M-E. Because this is the thing, you are the only difference in that circle of Beachbody. There's only one thing that's different. Everybody has the products. Everybody has the 24 hours in the day and the I'm so busy with this and I got to do this and I have to go there. And yeah, we get it. And everybody's got the training. Everybody has access to that. So there's no excuse if you don't truly know something in this business, there's really no excuse for it because it's right there for you. But what's different is you. You are the difference. So number 5, the biggest difference maker in this business is you. It's the choice that you're making. And this choice, whether it's the choice that you want to run as fast as you can and you just want to rank advance and you want to build a team and you just want to help as many people as you can this year, that's your race. That's what you're doing. That's you. If your thing is that you want to run these challenge groups because you've got people talking to you and there's some buzz going about some of the things you're doing and it's kind of fun. So let's have some fun with it. And you want to run some fun, funky challenge groups this year? Do it, girl. Do it. It's you. That's you. That is your business. You do that. If you want to get in the best shape of your life and you just want the discount, then that's what you do. That's you. That is you. That's what you get to do because the difference is you. You have so many choices. In this business, it is never about anyone else. There is no blame that you can ever put on anyone else for any behavior in this business. Nobody is an employee of anybody else. I'm not anyone's boss. So if you think like you're waiting on me to give you something or Brittany's my boss, so she's got to tell me this. Nope. You're your own boss. You're your own CEO. And in that circle, you have the same 24 hours that every business owner, Beachbody business owner has. You have the same amazing products that every Beachbody business owner has. And you have the same tools and training that every Beachbody business owner has. You have everything that every coach has. So excuses aside, you've got it all going on. The only difference is you. It's that extra 25%, and it's what you do with that. It's what you do with your quadrant. Where do you go with it? It's you. The difference is you. So that's it for tonight, guys. That is my webinar. And guys, these are serious difference makers. I hope you see that. Consistency, whether it's staying consistent with your workouts, posting online, business hours, and making sure you're working your business consistently, it's got to be there. Personal development is going to change your game, difference maker. Beachbody programs. If you haven't done one start to finish, I highly suggest finding one that you could just fall madly in love with and see some results that you've never seen before because you're gonna wow yourself. That story, staying authentic to you and your story and taking people with you through that journey and allowing yourself to go back and talk to that person that you used to be so that you can take them with you because they're dying to go. And the last one is you. It's you, my friend. And so it's what you do with it. So what are you going to do this August? What are you going to do? Set some goals for yourself. If you have never set goals in this business, do it. And when I say in this business, I mean, set a goal. If your goal is I want to lose weight, then set that goal. If it's I want to make sure that I eat better in August, set that as your goal. I mean, this business is it's all encompassing. So whatever that is, you are the game changer in it. You are the difference maker. And I can't wait to see what you do this month. All right, team. I will see you guys in 2 weeks.